recording. You should be able to share, but if you're not, Ava, let me know. Does it give you the option?
Yes, I think I'm good. Hang on, let me just.
Awesome. Hey everyone, thank you so much. We will be doing the summer 2024 intern presentations. We had an awesome summer this year and we were able to accomplish so much. So thank you all for all of your hard work. We do have a couple interns that are a part of our Great Florida Cleanup team, as well as some of our early fall interns on. So they're here just to take a peek and see what everybody was up to this summer. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Whenever you're ready, Ava.
Okay, I need to allow it to give access in system preferences, and I don't know why it's like grayed out for Zoom. So sorry, bear with me for a second here.
If you want to leave the meeting, we can put you second because I think it's grayed out because you're in the app. I also did.
I think I need to quit and reopen the app. Okay, sorry, I'll be right back.
No worries. Is anyone ready to go? I think next up would be Bella, but no pressure because we just sprung it on you. Awesome. Okay.
Hi. Okay, let me get this open. Can you guys all share or see my screen? Awesome. Okay. Perfect. So my name is Bella Goodnight, and this is my final presentation for my 2024 UNLITTER summer internship. So getting to know me, I worked this summer as a blog content creation and marketing intern, also known as an editorial intern for UNLITTER, and I will talk a little bit more about that in the next few slides. I'm from Gainesville, Florida, and attend UF as an incoming third-year student. For fun, I love to dance, learn Italian, practice yoga, travel, and hang out with loved ones. Interning for UNLITTER has been a wonderful experience for me. What drew me to this internship is I was looking for a summer internship related to marketing, PR, anything like that. But for me, it's really important that I work for something that aligns with my values and feels creative and inspiring and something that I think feels like me. And UNLITTER's focus on sustainability and mental health was really awesome for me and appealing. So I was excited to apply. And I have really enjoyed just writing and building my resume throughout this. There's also a wonderful community of people. Everyone has really similar values and just gets along. It's nice to have an internship with so many friendly faces. So my role involves first pitching ideas for different blogs, and then I go through and write them. And I have posted 4 blogs so far throughout this internship. I'm about to post the 5th. And I do that by uploading blogs to Wix and adjusting like advanced SEO settings through there for engagement. And I also assist guest writers, help edit for them so that they can post on the blog too. I join weekly meetings for social media and the blog so I can learn a little bit more about both sides and just do other random tasks for UNLITTER. So I have my 5 blogs in total from this internship. Have been doing 2 meetings a week, and this number is subject to change a little bit, but I decided to see how many words I've written in my posted blogs. And since the last one's being edited, it'll change a bit, but 6,055 words, which is a crazy number. So I wanted to share that. Thank you. And these are my posted blogs, just little pictures of them. You can check them all out at the UNLITTER blog website. Most of them were focused on sustainability and mental health. And then for blog engagement, I decided to look at analytics from the Wix website from the day that my first blog was posted. And I still have, I think there's an Instagram post from Ava coming up for my last blog, which will hopefully drive more engagement. And then I'll have my last blog posted. But so far, there's been a good increase in post views and engagement from this summer. So I was excited about that. That's also creds to all the other awesome writers who've been on the blog. And overall, I just enjoyed this internship so much. It reignited my love for creative writing, especially outside of a classroom setting. And I loved serving the community by promoting this nonprofit. And I really look forward to using all the knowledge from this experience to just improve my professional future and support sustainability throughout my career. Thank you.
That
If
was
you guys
awesome.
have any questions, let me know. Thank you.
I have a question. So what was your favorite blog that you wrote? If you could only pick one to put on like the homepage, what would it be?
I would definitely say the Slow Living Abroad blog because I was writing about my study abroad in Italy and just the contrast between American and Italian culture. And I really enjoy just learning about different cultures in general, but especially when a culture teaches you to slow down and just look at life a different way that's less rushed. I think there's like something to that. So being able to write about that from my personal experience and what I got to see was really awesome.
Thank you so much. We're so proud of you and so grateful that we had you this summer. Thank you again.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, awesome. Ava, if you had a chance to get that working,
Yes, I think I have it figured out now. So I can start if we're ready. Hang on, just let me. Okay, hang on. Now I need to do the thing. Okay, wait, sorry guys. Okay. All right. My name is Ava Wygant, and this is my UNLITTER Summer of 2024 internship recap. So a little bit about me before we get started. My name is Ava Wygant. I am currently a student at the University of Washington, and I'm pursuing a Bachelor's of Arts in Environmental Studies with a minor in Business Administration. I'm from Mercer Island, Washington, which is a small suburb outside of Seattle, and I've lived in Seattle my entire life. I actually found UNLITTER through a friend at UW who was a part of the summer internship last summer. And I just thought it was a perfect opportunity for me to explore a sustainable organization and see the real world applications of environmental studies. And it was a great way to gain experience as someone who's interested in sustainability and business. So my role at UNLITTER is a blog marketing intern. And so my expectations for the internship were to write one blog per month and then market each blog on social media through the use of stories and posts. I also occasionally looked at data analytics for the blog and the newsletter to provide some insights for success, and also providing some new marketing ideas that could help us grow as a company. And so far, I've completed 2 blogs. The first one was Do You Need a Digital Detox, which is all about my story of deleting social media and the positive mental health benefits I saw from it. And then my second blog post was How You Can Simplify Your Sustainability. And it's all about urging people to adopt simple lifestyle habits that can lead to sustainability without any extra inconvenience or heavy expenses. And then just a quick little content overview. These are just 4 posts that I think I like the best, that I just wanted to highlight. But overall, I created 12 Instagram posts, including 2 reels. And on the far left is that's my first post that I ever made here. And so I just like to see how I've kind of changed my style and kind of gotten, I don't know, used to things and the style of the Instagram page and everything. So it's just fun to look at how my design has evolved overall. And then I also made a lot of stories. So I counted and I actually made over 22 stories, mostly using Canva, which is pretty awesome, I thought, after counting it all up. And so you can see that I make stories for a variety of reasons, but like I did a World Rainforest Day graphic here, and I also did a National Forest Week, like little video there. But I mostly made stories marketing each blog. So I would do a story and then a post for each blog that went out on the website. And then I also did some marketing for the blog in general, just to get more readers to our website and try to get more traffic in that direction. And then just some personal highlights. I created a very rough kind of marketing plan for the blog, which I think it was pretty cool considering I don't know a lot about marketing, but I did research for this plan. And so I think if we implemented some of these strategies, we could grow the blog and the website in general. I also wanted to highlight my second blog post just because I did a lot of research to make sure it was all accurate and just trying to find the best ways that people could be sustainable that wouldn't totally disrupt their life, which I think is a common issue in today's society. And then I also just wanted to highlight this last post, which was marketing our newsletter, which there wasn't a lot of marketing for our newsletter. And so I was actually really happy with how this turned out because it's a pretty simple design and I don't know, I just like it. So those are just some highlights. And then overall, just my experience as an intern, I illustrated over 30 posts using Canva. So I improved my graphic design skills a little bit, I'd say. Also practicing marketing and social media marketing for the blog specifically. I improved in that arena. And then also I practiced and improved my writing style in terms of kind of a journalist perspective and journalist tone, which was something new to me. And then just in general, I learned so much about sustainability, mostly from the people on the team and just everyone at UNLITTER, which is something that I'm so happy about. And I'll take this with me in all areas of my life, in my professional future, and also just in my personal life as well. So I'm really happy for this opportunity. And that is my presentation. So thank you.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I'm so proud as well. Sorry, I'm gonna be saying this the whole call. Thank you. You've done awesome. So I have a question for you. With this kind of being your first look at a real world example of what marketing can be, was it easier than you thought, harder than you thought?
Honestly, it was kind of both in a way. I was like, I've only taken one marketing class in my entire education. And so it was interesting to me. It wasn't as hard as I thought after doing some research. I think it's just all about the implementation of it and how that can be a struggle, especially with a volunteer-based organization. But I think that a lot of the strategies are there for us and we could easily use them and implement them. But it's just all about the implementation, which was interesting. I think I learned a lot in that sense.
Definitely. Always easier said than done.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Any other feedback from anyone else? Feel free to hop in. Sorry, I'm kind of just leading us out, but okay, Cami, if you're ready, would love to see your presentation.
Yes. Let me pull it up. Okay, I had it in Canva and none of my pictures were loading. So I had to move it to PowerPoint. So it kind of took away some of my animations, but it's okay. So recap of my internship experience this summer. So an introduction about me. So I'm a rising senior at UF. I'm from Gainesville, so I've been in the area for a while. And I'm studying sustainability studies, and I have been all 4 years. So I definitely wanted an internship experience that was focused in sustainability, because that's definitely like the sector I want to go into after I graduate as well. I had some experience in like running social media pages and doing content creation through some other organizations, specifically at UF, and some other internship experiences I've had. So I was really excited to continue that because I've really enjoyed it. I have a communications and a PR minor, so I definitely really like this aspect of it. And again, kind of want to continue that in the future. And then just some fun things. I love to go hiking. I love to go to the beach. I'm at the beach right now this week. It's hurricaning, so it's not the best week to be here, but it's still nice overall. And then I really got into yoga this summer and then just hanging out with my friends. So how I found UNLITTER and why I joined. So UNLITTER at UF is really big, and so that's how I first heard about it my freshman year. Towards the end of my freshman year is when I first kind of started hearing about it, and one of my friends was in it. So at the start of my sophomore year, I started going to some GBMs, and I really just enjoyed the message overall, and I really liked the organization, and I wanted to be more involved in it. So then when I saw this internship posting, I saw it on the Instagram actually. I was like, oh, this is awesome. This would be such a great experience for me. And it kind of combines two different things I like. So that's why I wanted to do it. And I've loved it so far. But kind of what I did, so I was on like the marketing team in terms of social media, specifically with content creation. So doing a lot of Instagram posts and reels, putting them together, and then posting them off for everyone to see. So this one on the left was the first post I ever did for UNLITTER. It was National Trail Day, and I did kind of like the collages where you swipe and you can get all the different posts together. And then I included some of the insights just so you could see like in terms of reach, that's like what I'm mostly focused on, how it's kind of changed. So then the one on the right this is my favorite post that I did. It was like journaling prompts. I think I've really gotten into like mindfulness and I really like the unlitter your mind message. So I really enjoyed doing this one and I like to journal and like kind of start my day off like that. And this one ended up reaching a lot of accounts. So that was really great. These are some other posts I did. I didn't include all the ones I did just because it was quite a few, but some of the ones I really enjoyed. So I did World Ocean Day. I showcased Shannon's trip to Antelope Canyon and then another Clean Beaches Week. And again, I just included some of the engagement there so you guys can kind of see. I really liked looking at the analytics of my posts after I posted them, like a week after, just to see kind of what people thought about them. And then for reels, the first reel I ever did was Farmers Market Fridays. And then I made, I think, 3 of those all through the month of June. And I really enjoyed those because that was kind of something I did in my every week life anyways. So it was nice to kind of showcase the different farmers markets around Gainesville. And then my best performing reel was the Life Unplastic one, which I think is also because Unplastic Gainesville, their Instagram, collaborated with us and posted it on theirs as well. So it's really cool that the reel I made, like kind of showcasing their store, also got posted on their page. So I thought that was awesome. And then some other ones that I made that I really liked, another Farmers Market Friday. I definitely made a lot of those and really enjoyed it. And then this Meatless Monday one, that one was really cool because I kind of got to like take my time with it. And instead of just putting some clips together, like I actually made the meal and I felt really involved in it. So that was very cool. And I got a lot of reach as well. The next part of kind of what I did is about halfway through the internship, I started taking over the Pinterest and uploading posts on there. So on the left, that's kind of what the feed looked like about a week and a half ago. There's some new posts up now. I try to do like 10 posts a week, but I really wanted it to be like summery, cute right now for the season and then kind of evolve as the months go by. And then in the middle, you can kind of see the impressions for the last 30 days. So this is from July 4th to August 3rd. That's kind of when I started taking over, is the month of July. So definitely some good reach. And then on the right, you can see some of the analytics. So things definitely went up, some impressions, engagement, which is really cool to see as well, because I really love Pinterest like for myself. So it was nice to be able to do it from an UNLITTER standpoint as well. For the blog, I haven't actually written my blog yet. So I'm working on that, but these are the 2 pitches I sent in. One is 2 summers ago, I studied abroad doing like a UF program about sustainability. So I thought it'd be really cool to go in and talk about like all the different experiences I did there and all the places I visited, because it was super eye-opening and really awesome to kind of see like the European lifestyle from a sustainability standpoint. And I was there for a while, so it was really awesome. And then the other one I kind of mentioned earlier, I really got into yoga this summer. And I feel like I really got into like meditating and journaling and mindfulness this summer as well. So I thought it was really nice because I usually tend to be super busy. So it's nice to kind of take moments for yourself. So I thought that would be a really cool blog to write as well. So stay tuned for that. But some of my takeaways, I really enjoyed working in content creation. Like I said, I kind of had some experience with Instagram and social media before, but I definitely got a lot more from this, learned a lot about analytics, got to run the Pinterest on my own, which I really, really enjoyed. Still in the process of doing my blog, but hopefully that is coming soon. today, actually, I did some interviewing for some of the fall candidates for interns, and I thought that was really interesting. It was super fun to do, something I had never done before. So definitely getting some new experiences. And then overall, I loved working with you guys, my weekly meetings. I really enjoyed them. Like, we definitely got to chat about a lot of different things, and I got a lot of new perspectives. So I thought that was awesome. And I'm staying on for the fall, so I'll be here. So I'm super excited about that, to kind of just keep learning more and still be involved in UNLITTER. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're so excited to have you on for the fall. Pinterest has been something that we've been wanting to tackle forever. And as you know, it's
Yeah,
a
it can
lot.
be a lot, but
So I'm really glad that you were able to kind of combine your personal interest of scrolling on Pinterest to see what people might be interested in. And it's cool to see the analytics of it too.
yes, lots of
So
fun.
cool. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you. I think if I have my alphabet right, Gabby is next.
Okay. Share my screen.
Yeah, it was great to have you part of the interviews today. We haven't had interns interview intern candidates before, so it was pretty cool, but I think it's a good experience to get, and it's hard to be in the seat and be interviewing when you've never interviewed someone else to kind of know what
Yeah,
they're asking for, and
it
it's
was
awesome.
cool. It was definitely a different perspective, so I enjoyed it a lot. And we have
Yeah.
some more tomorrow morning, so that'll be cool as well.
Okay. Can everyone see my screen? Okay. So my name is Gabby. I'm quite similar to Cami in the sense that I am a rising senior at UF. I am a sustainability studies major, and I'm staying on for the fall, which I'm really excited about. But I also have an environmental justice and policy minor, and this is my little recap. So starting off with my roses, buds, and thorns. I don't know if any of you have ever done this before, but it's like roses are like really good, buds are things you're looking forward to, and thorns are like things that could have been better. But for roses, I learned so much while researching for all of my posts. It was like really eye-opening to learn and like search for a bunch of different things. I had a lot of playtime on Canva. I got to learn how to use it even more than I already did. And I really enjoyed being a part of something that makes a difference. It has really like solidified what I want to do with sustainability, and overall, it's been really great. For buds, I'm really excited to see more of my posts go up since I am staying for the fall. I love the direction that the Instagram is going and like how we've all worked together. And then I'm really looking forward to increasing engagement with consistency. Like I've seen how much like we've grown over all of us being consistent over the summer. And so I'm really excited to see how that continues. My thorns, my beef with Meta for not letting me pick the cover photos for my reels. I usually end up just doing it on Instagram and then scheduling it from there, and then it can go to Facebook too. Um, and then the schedule was a little confusing in the beginning, but we fixed that with the everyone has an individual day of the week. And then sometimes our formats were inconsistent, but towards the end we all worked together, and I feel like it got like we were moving. Some changes that I've appreciated, the timesheet on Monday, I feel like it's so efficient and I really enjoyed getting to use Monday. Like I said, the schedule shift, so everyone has an individual day that they know that they're responsible for. I've really enjoyed all of us scrolling and being active on the Instagram to increase engagement. I like when we do our little analytics talk on our weekly call. And I feel like the graphic that Riley made to go out at the end of the reels was such a nice touch, and it like really like pulled a lot of the reels together. So this was my favorite post. I actually had to convince my family that my boyfriend doesn't smoke after this one, but it was really fun to make. New experiences. My drought post, I was so scared because it was just me on the feed, but I feel like it turned out great, and like it was really cool to put myself out there and like spread like information, and yeah. And then the microplastics in the tea reel that I made at the beginning of the summer, that was the first reel I've ever made, and it took a lot of trial and error, but I got it done, I got it posted, and learned a lot of new things. And then these are some of the reels that I made for the rest of the summer. My clean beach week / leave no trace. It was fun. I planned it just while I was at the beach with friends, and it was pretty simple. The mindfulness Monday reel I created was, again, super simple, and it was a video from the photo circle, but I feel like, I don't know, I just really enjoyed like making something like calm for the Instagram. My summertime outside reel was, it was a lot of videos that I had. It was basically like a recap of my whole vacation, but I felt like it was a nice message of like actually spending time outside and like enjoying nature and enjoying the planet is really important for us. And then my most recent one, I think, was my Earth Overshoot Day reel. And it was a mix of my videos and videos from the photo circle. And like the information that I wanted to spread was clear, but for the content, I had to get a little creative. But I feel like overall it came together really well, and I liked sharing the information about it. And I didn't know that much about it before I started researching it, but I feel like it's a really important thing to talk about. Some fun graphics that I made. I hand drew all of the little doodles for my can return and bottle bill like thing on my iPad, and it was really interesting to research since we don't have a bottle bill in Florida. And then most recently, the graphic that I made for the internship promotion, loved making it. It was so much fun. Scrolled all the way through the photo circle and looked at like all of the photos that we have. And it was especially fun for me because the graphic that was posted like at the end of the spring semester, like beginning of the summer, was how I found out about this internship. So it's kind of like full circle moment for me, especially since I'm staying for the next semester. So that was a lot of fun. And then some posts that are coming soon from me. I want to do the UNLITTER info post. That's like the banner for the top of the Instagram that we're gonna like pin, so it's always there. It has all of our information, like what we do, who we are, that kind of thing. I'm planning on finally finishing my upcycling jeans reel to have for the downtime between like the transition period between the two internship cycles. I do want to do the International Day of Preserving the Ozone Layer graphic, but that date is in like September, so I'm gonna work on that soon. And then I want to make a little plastic-free coffee reel. And then I also have my blog coming out soon, so my pitches are due tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that and seeing what I get to write. Yeah, thank you so much for having me as the educational content intern. I've had so much fun, and I'm so excited to come back at the end of August. I am going to be fully off social media from the 15th through the 23rd for sorority recruitment, but I am so excited to come back and be full steam ahead. So yeah.
Awesome. I'm so excited for you. I feel like everybody needs to take a social media break. If you have never taken one in your life, this is your time. Nothing is happening between now and the end of syllabus week. Like, go enjoy your life. Look at the trees.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. Very inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you.
For education content, what did you realize, like when working with other interns and chit-chatting back and forth, what did you realize that people don't know but they should know?
So, honestly, there's like a lot of like random, like when people think sustainability, they all like no one really thinks exactly the same thing. And me and you have talked about this a lot. Like not a lot of people know what carbon footprint is. Not a lot of people know like a lot about climate change. And like I'm just really excited to moving forward, like focus on like some of the big picture things that not a lot of people pay that much attention to.
Yes, unfortunately, we're in the era of misinformation and big corporations and people who have voices, sorry,
Yeah.
Swift, the Taylor Swifts of the world, that aren't using them to create like conversation around the really basic things where some people are just offset to the word global warming and it's a cycle. Don't get me started. But
Yeah, exactly.
exactly. It's a lot of an echo chamber where people are saying misinformation and then you hear it on the internet and you go to whatever group outing and somebody's talking about something that's completely made up and was probably made up years ago and is just continuing. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see all the work you do this fall. It's a impossible task to teach everyone in the world, but even if every single day we can inspire somebody to learn one thing or make one change for someone around them, I feel like that's the Unlitter movement and the Unlitter lifestyle. We got to start somewhere. And so thank you for all the work that you've been doing. It's awesome.
Of course, thank you.
Okay, Julia, how you feeling?
It's like when it's finally your turn, it's like, oh,
I know it gets stressful, but we don't
Oh,
want it to be
no.
stressful, and that's why they're
okay.
short. It's just us. Hopefully,
True.
it's not stressful. You're gonna do it.
Yes. Wait, let me figure out how to do this. I'm sorry, I'm like a grandma.
No
Share.
worries. Spending less time on the screen is probably better.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if that's necessarily like a bad thing. Oh, okay, hang on. I need to wait for this like top thing to go away so I can make it full screen. Hang on. Okay. Can everyone see okay? Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Julia. Like before mentioned before, I can speak English. So this will be my little recap for my summer internship with Unlitter. So a little about me. I am an incoming second year student at the University of Florida. I am a dual degree PR and business admin major. I'm like the token business major in everything that I do, so I love that. I found out about Unlitter through a friend of mine. Her name is Bella. She was actually on the internship graphic for last year. We worked with her. Yeah, we worked with her in fluidity, and she was super passionate about it. And like for me, as you all know, like I love fashion and specifically talking about like how consumption patterns affect our environment and like how we can be more sustainable. And that's like literally what I want to do. I want to try and change the way that brands look at consumers and maybe try to shift it more towards slow fashion. Anyways, so this is actually a photo of me at the thrift gala. I went to the thrift gala and that was really fun. Yeah, that's me. Lol. Anyways, so and then this photo. So yeah, like I said before, I'm a dual degree, but I really love writing and I'd like to do more of it. PR major, but yeah, anyways. So this presentation like kind of layers. So the first layer, like probably I learned so much about different platforms and like that's definitely something I'll take forward with me professionally, especially things like Slack and Monday and Buffer. So those are obviously really big in what I want to do. And I think Buffer is super cool. I've already implemented it in something that I'm doing elsewhere. Fluidity now has a buffer. So if you follow our Instagram, that's how we're posting things. I just really, really enjoyed like how everyone was really open and like at channel. I just learned a lot about these different platforms and that's super important. Also, this was my first time using Google Meet. So that was really fun. Thanks Unlitter, just in case if I need that in the future. Yeah, so I was a content creation intern, meaning that like I made posts for different social media platforms. And one of the biggest ones that I worked on was the Instagram. So I made 3 Instagram posts, 2 of which were graphics. And then I also made like 4 reels, and that was really fun. I got to learn what audiences want to see and what they might not want to see, and like really target a specific audience, which was really cool because this was one of my first times really working with that. I also learned how to use CapCut and I learned how to edit videos. And it was really fun for me because this was the first time I think I've ever, like Gabby mentioned, like I've never put myself on posts. And when I would make my reels, I felt like a little filmmaker because mine were like, I was taking videos for the intention of making a reel. So it was so fun getting to do like artsy shots and I don't know. I thought it was really fun, and I'm definitely going to use that moving forward. This is also my first time using an established branding guide, which definitely a great experience, and that's something that's really important, especially in PR and social media, because like staying consistent and like I've learned so much about that and like decluttering a feed. So that was really cool. This was also my first time working on a social media with a team. Like usually I've run social medias before, but it's always been like me and people who listen to me. So it's like I really enjoyed getting the opportunity to like bounce things off of people and like hearing all the cool ideas that other people would have. And I just learned so much. So yeah, these are just a few of my posts. This photo was at Trader Joe's. That was really fun. I looked super silly because I was taking photos of produce, but we're here for the vibes. These are a few of my reels. I really enjoyed doing the one of Shannon skydiving. I don't know why it's not on here, but I thought that was super fun because it actually wasn't me. And it was kind of a different perspective and a different challenge because, like, as I said before, when I would make reels, I would take videos for the purpose of the reel. But it was really cool to get to, like, take already made videos and kind of play with them more because obviously in real life, you're not going to get to start from ground zero and work your way up. So I think that was really important for me. Also, this sewing one was super fun, and I got to fix my slipper, and the hole was in my slipper for like 2 months. So thanks, guys. So as mentioned before, I'm the token business major, so I got to work on the LinkedIn, which was actually really fun for me because I think it's really important to keep in mind that different platforms have different audiences. So I think it was really cool to get to like write more. Also, I did a lot of research and posted articles that I thought were interesting. So that was also really cool because I got to like learn while I was doing stuff for this content. I learned how to schedule LinkedIn posts because that helps the impressions a lot when people are tagged. So that was really cool. Yeah. So something I did want to mention, I did like 13 LinkedIn posts, and the last post got 132 impressions compared to like I think it was 23 when I first started. So it's hard to break ground on LinkedIn when you're not doing like a recap post thanking a bunch of people. So I'm happy, and I hope that I got some clicks to the blog. There we go. So the last like layer of this internship, that's probably my favorite part, is like while showing others how to get involved in the movement, a lot of it was like seeping into my life, and I didn't even realize until I went home and my parents were like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "You should be doing this." So yeah, there was like these are my favorite things from the internship that I learned. So Unlitter Your Mind, I learned so much from like Ava's digital detox story. I wrote 2 LinkedIn posts about that. So thanks, Ava. Reading Bella's like slowing down, how to take control of your life when some changes are going on. So that one was really cool. Shannon's reminders to go say hello to the sun every day. I didn't realize that like that's something that I don't really do sometimes because I'd love to say I'm an outdoorsy person, but I'm kind of not. And I'm working on fixing that. So I also learned so many sustainability tricks, like my post about using plastic produce bags at the store. I don't use them anymore. Go me. Learned some tips about being kind to honeybees. Scarlett's blog about eating seasonally was super cool. Didn't realize that they had more nutrients when you buy them at a certain time. Learning the benefits of farmers market, like Cami was talking about. And then I also just learned like cool things like what World Humanitarian Day was, how important elephants are, tea bags have microplastics in them. That was personally life-changing for me. I love tea bags, so not anymore. Don't worry, guys, out the window. Anyways, so yeah, here's just like a few things what I'm gonna do next. Like I said, I've already implemented some of these things moving forward. I'm really excited to get on LinkedIn more. I'd love to write a couple of blogs and come back since I don't really think I got the chance to do that this summer, but you know what, there's always time. And yeah, continue to unlitter my daily life and sermonize to others. So I think that's it actually. Yeah, that's all. I don't know why I don't have a thank you slide, but thank you.
That's awesome. I'm so excited. I feel like, of course, in the business world, it's really hard to develop the like conversation pieces that you can bring to any business, fashion, or any industry, how you can make a difference. And I hope that you realize that every industry can make a change, even if it's just in a small way. I also think it's cool that you were at the Thrift Gala. I hope all of the Gainesville interns will show up to the Thrift Gala next spring. Super cool event. And that was simply Bella, who, came to us and she said, "Hey, I would love to host an event where everybody comes in a thrifted dress. We try to raise money. What if it's like the Met Gala, but thrifted?" And so a lot of the Unlitter lifestyle, the Unlitter movement has been driven by very passionate individuals who just had an idea, even crazy, to like rent a venue and like take a huge risk that nobody shows up. And so we started small, and I think this spring
It was
she sold, like,
great. You guys
200
had
tickets.
great turnout. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
there.
and so
The runway was
vendors
great.
and involving local artists and just figuring out one way that we can change the public's perception of what sustainability could look like. Because at the end of the day, we're not perfect. You can't, I'm sure, as Bella found out, you cannot be plastic free for the entire rest of your life. It's almost impossible. And so whether it's just taking one day a year or 1 month a year where you try to lessen your impact, or encourage that friend to stop buying Shein, please. Like, like, whatever it may be, just one small change. Because I think that's really what makes an impact and why the movement has been so powerful. Awesome. Okay, I'm getting hyped up. You guys are awesome. TVR. Is it R before S? Rosie? Okay, cool.
Yes, okay, to me.
Perfect.
To share my screen. Okay. Everyone see that? All right. Good. Okay. So hi, oh, wait. Let me just give it 1 second. I don't know why it's not loading. Okay, I guess I did that without realizing. Hi everyone, I'm Rosie Byler, and this is my recap of my UNLITTER summer internship. So, about me and why I joined UNLITTER. I'm a rising junior at UCLA studying psychology and neuroscience. I've always been extremely enthusiastic about spending time outdoors and also advocating for a clean, safe environment. And these two passions are kind of why I joined UNLITTER, because I felt like it was a really good mix of those two ideas. And so yeah, I originally joined UNLITTER in fall 2023, and I started on the educational content team. So kind of reviewing curriculums for elementary schoolers. And I love that, but I wanted to try something new, which is why I joined the social media team. And that's also been an amazing experience. And I feel like kind of having the mix of those two separate experiences really gave me a chance to connect with the UNLITTER mission and just get to know everyone and everything that the mission is about. So I felt like there were about 3 elements of my internship. Instagram posts, I posted about once time per week. Collaborations was the main part. So reaching out to accounts and developing plans to collaborate with different partners and accounts. And then I also worked on one blog post, which is being reviewed right now. Hopefully it'll be posted soon, so stay tuned. But yeah, I'm gonna dive into each one of these elements. Sorry, it's glitching again. Like, give me 1 second. My internet is kind of going in and out. There's a storm. Okay, here we go. So we were given so much freedom with our Instagram posts, which I really loved. I personally chose to focus on encouraging people to take time for themselves outdoors. I really love the unlitter your mind approach to our mission. And so these are just 3 posts that I highlighted that really focused on that. The first one was stop and smell the flowers post. I think it's so important to appreciate the small things in nature, especially like a lot of the areas I'm in are very curated natural spots, but just still appreciating the flowers and trees around you. And then I also did a mindfulness walk post, which was also just getting outside, taking time for yourself, unlittering your mind. And then the third kind of mindfulness related post was about forest bathing, which I read about like 2 or 3 weeks ago in this Buddhism book that my dad wanted me to read. So I immediately got really interested in it. And it's basically the practice of just going into a totally wooded area and immersing yourself, and just being really mindful and aware. And so I did a post on that as well. And then I did one reel while I was with UNLITTER. This was really fun for me because I told one of my best friends that I was going to do it, and she immediately wanted to join. And so I got to introduce her to the mission and also just have a lot of fun with it. I've always been a runner. I did track in high school, and
after I think Shannon once mentioned that Emma was going to do a run litter, and so that had my attention, and I begun just picking up small pieces of trash on my runs. And at first it was kind of hard because amazingly the path that I run doesn't have that much trash, but I tried some new spots and was able to find some things. But yeah, I mean, as I said, Unlitter has really impacted my life, but the idea of just picking up one piece of trash a day really stuck with me because that one piece ends up becoming like 10 pieces throughout the day. So yeah, also kind of fun story about this reel is halfway through we realized that we hadn't been saving the clips, so we had to do it again. That was a little bit of trial and error. This is my first reel ever, but I think it turned out okay. So, and then next was kind of just about my collaborations. So unfortunately, there wasn't any successful collaborations, but I feel like I really developed a good base for future interns to build upon. There's a lot of trial and error. I was at first a little unsure about what my position entailed, but as it went on, it became a lot more clear. And I just kept reaching out to people over Instagram. We got a good amount of replies, but then things didn't end up working out. People stopped responding. I emailed a overview to a few accounts, but haven't heard back. But yeah, so I think one of my biggest accomplishments with the internship was I made this document kind of outlining what Unlitter is and how we like to collab with other accounts. So this is just kind of a screenshot of that. Hopefully future interns will be able to use it. Yeah. So what I've learned throughout the collaboration process was kind of to start small. A lot of accounts are going to be more willing to repost content on their story. And although we weren't able to do that this cycle, hopefully in the future, now that we have that takeaway, we'll be able to develop something. And then also just not to be scared of the bigger accounts. I was really timid at first with reaching out to big accounts. I thought they wouldn't respond, but funnily enough, a lot of the accounts that did respond were kind of bigger. And yeah, they also really wanted us to offer the pitches of collaboration ideas. So just going through each account and kind of curating a post or an idea to their mission and kind of bridging our mission with theirs. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to return to the team in the fall because I'm going to be studying abroad, but hopefully what I've learned will help whoever will be working on collaborations in the future. And then my blog post, which I was really excited about. I've always wanted to write a blog post for Unlitter. I chose the blog about the effectiveness of mindfulness in nature and just outlining different ways to practice mindfulness outdoors. I felt like it was a good summary of the 3 different mindfulness posts I had. It's in the process of being reviewed, but hopefully it'll be posted soon. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for everything. It's been amazing getting to know everyone. And yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Rosie, actually, this is her second internship. Was it last summer or fall that you were an intern?
It was during the fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super cool. Yeah, we're very lucky to have you back. And can't wait to hear about your study abroad. It's gonna be awesome. You should definitely read Bella's blog on the study abroad experience and see if there's any feedback that you have about the country that you're going to, and any travels that you have. Take pictures, always think of us. And that's a good reminder for everyone. If you have a vacation, you're just artsy, whatever, and you want to upload photos to the photo circle, 10 years down the road, please, you're always welcome to. If you want to be in the loop for when we create the new one for 2025, just send us an email and we'll make sure you get it.
Of course. I mean, I'd love to do some blog posts here and there.
Please, yes.
I
have an email with you, Emma, Ava, and Bella. And so she'll be reaching out with any timelines that you all have.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Okay, and I believe last but not least, Scarlett.
Yes. Okay, I apologize in advance because my Wi-Fi has been really bad. So if you guys need me to like repeat something, just let me know because I've been cutting out a lot. I think there's a person outside that like just cut the cord or something. This is going insane.
Always something.
Okay. Can you guys see my home screen? Okay. I'm Scarlett Hopper. I was an UNLITTER intern for the 2024 summer session, and I was specifically a brand and marketing intern. And for joining the team, I'm a student at the University of Washington. I'm getting a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Studies, and I'm dual minoring in business and urban planning. And I'm originally from Park City, Utah. I've always loved the outdoors. I'm super into skiing, hiking, biking, like literally anything outside. And then I specifically joined UNLITTER. Well, I heard about it through a friend who did it last year. But I just really resonated with the mission of empowering individuals to just kind of make really small changes in their life, but like the changes have such a big difference. So I feel like just learning how to, kind of take control of your own future and your own life and just like really resonated with me. And I have a huge interest in business and sustainability and kind of like figuring out where those intersect. And I took a marketing class um last spring, I think. And I just absolutely loved it. I loved the projects, and I would just kind of always think like, wow, like I wonder how this would be if I could like make posts or something for something that I'm really passionate about. And then when I heard about UNLITTER, it just kind of seemed a little too good. So I was really excited about being a content creating intern. And then this is just a showcase. So I didn't count exactly, but I had a variety of reels and of posts. And I think that over time, I just got a lot more comfortable with kind of jumping outside the box. Like, for example, the scrappy cooking posts with the strawberry tops. Like, I never honestly would have been comfortable doing that in the beginning, but I feel like I just kind of got more confident in myself and my marketing skills to just kind of take chances. And I feel like also I started just like subconsciously unlittering in my own life. Like, for example, I didn't even mean to have a bunch of leftover strawberries for content. I just happened to be like, whoa, what do I do with these? And then I was like, oh my gosh, I can make syrup. So I feel like I just subconsciously started to make these changes, which was, it's really cool to kind of look back on now, just because like I didn't realize that it would have such a big impact on me and just like my everyday life. So I thought that was really awesome. And then another thing that I think I got a lot better at was educational graphics. Um, the first or the one on the left, that's a post that I did for replacing dryer sheets with sustainable options. And I feel like I just got a lot better at kind of the educational aspect. And then the little food chart was something I made for my blog, which I'll cover next. And then the other one was just a post story. But yeah, I feel like I definitely enhanced my graphic design skills a lot. And I feel like that will just be really beneficial and helpful for other like future positions and things like that. And then this was my blog. I thought I was really excited to specifically write about this topic because I think during winter last year, I was in a class called Sustainable Society, and I was with a bunch of nutrition majors, and they brought this idea of seasonal eating, and I was so fascinated by it. And so it was really fun kind of taking something that I had learned about in school and then doing my own personal research and finding like specific seasonal recipes. Like it was just really fun to kind of actually bring my education into something I'm like super passionate about doing. So I had a lot of fun writing that blog and just researching. Yeah, I thought that was awesome. And then for the last couple weeks of the internship, I took over the Twitter, and I would just post fun facts and random just kind of tidbits about sustainability, which I thought just kind of solidified specifically like using hashtags appropriately and kind of learning how to make the biggest impact on just like one sentence and trying to make it reach a large audience. And I feel like, and like I had never used Twitter, or I guess X, before taking over like the tweets. So it was just also kind of fun learning how to use it, and then scrolling on other sustainability pages, and just overall kind of getting a better understanding of how to yeah, just market our brand, which I thought by the end of it I just got a lot better at. And thank you. That is my presentation.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Similarly to Pinterest and LinkedIn, Twitter is different than other methods of social media. So thank you for all of your hard work. It was awesome to have you on the team this summer. Okay, I think we got to everyone. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. I really can't extend my gratitude enough for you all. Seriously, it's been great. You're inspiring me. I think you're keeping us on our toes as far as what we could potentially do and reach, and the audiences we could reach. So thank you for that. And I don't know if Riley and Sabina have any thoughts before we end today, but thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Shannon, for putting all this together. Let's give Shannon a big guys, and Riley on every single call, making it happen. And all of you guys have been so inspiring. Like, I think you kept me on Litter just from like how stoked you are, and how awesome it is to just like continuously put our brains together and come up with new ideas. It's so awesome, and your work is beautiful, and you've all grown so much, and you could tell like you inspire each other, you inspire others outside of our circle, and it's been just such an awesome summer.
Yeah, to follow up with that, like I totally agree with everything you just said. I think the team really grew together, and that was awesome. From the start, I felt really like I was going into the unknown. I've never directed a team like this before, but you guys made it super awesome. And I'm really grateful to have worked with all you guys, and the presentations were great. Sorry I couldn't talk as much. I'm driving to Atlanta. I move in tomorrow. So, but it was great to hear you guys talk. And I can't wait to continue working with some of you, or just hear from you guys who are doing awesome things.
Riley, thank you so much. This is Riley's first time having interns, and we were so proud of her. Like, she exceeded expectations so far. So
Thank you so much, Shannon.
Oh my gosh, of course. Okay. Well, please let us know if you need anything. As I said at the beginning of the call, we're really looking forward to continuing to work with you. Even if you're not going to be an intern, think of us when your friend's looking for an internship, or you have an idea for Instagram. Literally just message it to us on Instagram. We would love it. If you see reels that continue to inspire you, feel free to send them in that Instagram group chat we're in. If it's pinging you too much, it will not hurt our feelings if you leave. So thank you guys. And Bella, that would be awesome to take a picture of us all smiling on Zoom.
Sounds good.
I'm also going to end the recording here.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, good idea.